Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Flight Data Sim members only live stream. Today it's the 30th of August 2025. It's 3 minutes past 8 in the evening here in the United Kingdom. Back in X-Blade 12 in the ZIBO MOD 737. The last time we attempted to fly this aircraft was our last MOGEV, where we had some serious technical issues, but I think I've fixed all those issues with X-Plane. Anyway, it is the 68th members only group flight, having started this a little over 5-6 years ago. It's unbelievable how many we've done. Here we are currently in the capital of the United States of America, Washington Dulles. We'll be flying over to the capital of Canada, Ottawa. Group 1 here, 1 hour 10-minute flight time, and we're doing this as a crossfire, so there's a group of people coming in from Ottawa to Washington Dulles as well. Flight time is around 1 hour and 10 minutes today. Lovely afternoon here in Washington as well, and I can see a number of Alpaca Airways already spawned on stand. Anyway, who we got here in chat? We've got the Irish pilot. The ZIBO is extremely comfy, absolutely, it's the channel favourite. However, there's been a number of issues with the aircraft recently, and it hasn't received an update in almost 3 months. However, I hear there's an update coming, and it's been very squirrely on landing for me on my test sectors in the last few weeks flying it, so hopefully we'll have to see how we get on today. Hope you're doing well. 2 tons, hope you're doing okay too. Rob Half 13, good evening to you. Josh C, John Padfielder, evening skipper, happy MOGEV, thank you, nice to see you here again, buddy. Hope you're keeping very well. MGS1, good evening to you. Brian Harris says, new dad, you're cleared for the option. Absolutely. I know, daughter's nearly 5 months old. I don't know where the time's going, guys. Absolutely crazy. Crazy sarcasm, hope you're doing well. Josiah plays, 2 tons, say hello to Simbear, nice chat with some of you earlier. Craig H. Malk 51, good evening to you. Daffy and Gary Field, I can see here in chat today. Simbear, 9 months as a member, happy 9-month anniversary. Thank you very much for your support for that entire period of time, and also for your generosity in that time as well. Irish pilot landing excuses have already started. They've always already started. Anyway, who we got here in Washington Dulles? I don't know if there's anyone else on any of the stands here. We're sort of dominating the airport right now. We've got Alpaca 57 Lima, 13 X-ray in the A350, and Alpaca 14 Charlie. We've got a few Airbuses. A320 here, Alpaca 99. We've got Alpaca 455 here, the 73. Actually, there's a few 783s. Look, we've got Alpaca 1927. 2 Maxes, Alpaca 5, Mike Foxtrot, and Alpaca 246 for us today. Here's our ZIBO MOD 737. This is just freeway scenery with Ortho 4XP. When I say freeway scenery, it's the standard gateway scenery for Washington Dulles, but it does look very nice. And here we are on stand Delta 12. Just gone for the sort of generic Alpaca Airways livery today, which is pretty much every single aircraft here in Washington. Washington Dulles, Lulls, what's it called? Dulles? I don't know how it's pronounced. Pete, Simberly, 9 months, it seems like he's been here ever. I know he's part and parcel with the Discord server as well. He's always around. Nice chap he is. Andy, hope you're doing well. Evening all. Was away overnight. Went to an awesome car show at Gaydon today. 130 miles and a 50-year-old Beetle in 24 hours. Shattered now. And I hope the Beetle didn't require any work on all those miles. I'm sure it did absolutely fine. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Is it not Dulles? I don't know, John. Most likely, yes. I should have listened prior to the stream to see how it's pronounced. 2 tons, pronounced Dulles. Alright, Dulles. I think I can remember that one. I'll do my best anyway. Anyway, let's zoom on into the cockpit of the ZIBO MOD 737. New skies up and running for our sector, already logged on. Our departure time is in 23 minutes from our present time right now, so we'll get the aircraft up and running. I think we've got ATC here at the moment as well. It looks like deliveries online, ground tower, and an approach as well, and VATCAN last 11th hour last night said, yeah, we should be able to staff up for you. Well, they said they'll get as many controllers as possible, so hopefully for those guys in Ottawa you'll have some ATC for departure and they'll stick around for us arriving from Washington Dulles. Dulles. Splashing out for the jetway. I know Irish pilot, I know Alpaca Airways is investing in passenger comfort. HMS Daring 1 Washington Dulles. Stop it, gonna completely mess my mind up. Can't think about Dulles without thinking about Die Hard 2. Is that where it was filmed? No way. Yippee-ki-yay, you know what. Brilliant. Die Hard 2 is currently on BBC iPlayer because we were looking at films last night to watch, and I could see Die Hard 2 was on there, but not my wife's cup of tea. That sort of film absolutely is my cup of tea. Andy never misses a beat. Brilliant little car. Made sure it was all sorted before I left yesterday. No doubt your maintenance and love for your vehicle has certainly gone a long way for you, ensuring that it didn't break down. Fantastic. Right, no team Ottawa at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, last second they did say, oh, we'll try and get you staffed up, but unusually they didn't reply with the ticket. I've always used tickets on VATCAN. I raised a ticket on Sunday, and they're usually very responsive, but they never actually got back to any ticket. They just got contacted via the events coordinator via Discord, who dropped a message saying they'll do their best to staff up. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. We'll go on the overhead panel here, pop on the battery, just turn the music down here a little bit, and we'll just need to connect some ground power, so GPU connect as well. There we are. So battery on, ground power selected, electric hydraulic pumps are on, landing gear lever is down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights, and then we check all the aircraft documentation. Fault fire test. Oh, it's been a while since it's been in the mod. 3 squibs. Fault, AP detector and op, master caution overheat detector. Fire warning lights, overheat lights, wheel well light, bell, overheat detector, master caution, fire warning light is on, emergency exit lights on, push the attend button to test it. We'll go to fuel weight and balance, airside services. I have the operational flight plan here, load OFP. Let's take the weather in Ottawa, I think is alright. A bit of wind maybe. Because it's a MOGF, we'll take a little extra. 300 18 gusting 26. I mean, the wind's straight down the runway. Some showers of rain. Chances of tomorrow morning. That's lower visibility. Yeah, there'd be no reason for me to take extra fuel today. I'll take 6 tons. But what we'll do, we'll take an extra. I reckon 15 minutes should do us. So 15 minutes in this tank is about 600 kilos. So we'll call that 5.9, 6.5. We'll take 6.5, which is an extra, roughly 600 kilos, 15 minutes of fuel. We'll activate that, so it will start the boarding process, or not. It'll disconnect the jetway. I think that's just because I connected it before the stream. It's confused, and now it's disconnected. Never mind. Hopefully it'll reconnect, or I'll reconnect it manually. I just pressed attach, so there we are, it's back in sync. Shift G, get rid of that. Perfect, there we are, loud cleaners are on board. Let's carry on. Extra fuel to account for boga. No bogas, what's a boga? I don't need boga anymore. I always butter anyway. Not many of us going into Dulles. I might take standard block fuel. Yeah, I think you can get away with that today, Josiah. It's actually quite a good turnout, generally for a MOGF. I don't know how many in total booked on, but nice to see a lot of people here. Right, fueling's ongoing. Seatbelts on will turn on after fueling's complete. Flaps are up, which match the indicated position. Trim is set stab trim cuts, which is normal. Cargo fire test we'll do next. Forward aft discharge, fire warning light, and I've got the master caution for doors. Something going on with the ground crew, and let's turn up lighting. Okay, extension door check. It's all good. Circuit breakers are all in. Working our way up here. Voice recorder on. Flight recorders tested. Mac airspeed warning test number 1 and 2. Need longer for the AC power to get the stall warning test complete. IRS to nav. Circuit breakers are in. Check the technical log. The aircraft is fully serviceable. Circuit breakers and all the safety equipment. Wonderful. Right, what's the ADC situation here? We've got delivery online, so we'll tune that up so we can hear you guys getting your departure clearances. Let me just open the volume mixer here. So that's on, and we'll grab the weather from the vPilot ATIS as well. I'll get it on text so you can hear the frequencies. Everyone talking. So I've got the latest ATIS here. It's information Quebec 3207 knots, 10 statute miles, fuel at 7,000, fuel at 25,000 feet, 24 degrees. Altimeter 3010. So set that now.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Sinbad, I don't know if you're watching that stream, I swear that refueler sounds like you. 3010 is set. Seatbelts on because refueling is complete. What else is the weather like? Arriving on runway 1 right, 1 centre, 1 left, departing runway 30. So we'll put that, departing 30, expected. Information Quebec. Contact ground on east or west side of ramp with spot number and ATIS when ready to taxi. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions for information Quebec. So here, again, United States of America. I guess we push back on our own backs. On one of these, isn't there like somewhere that talks about the push area? Yeah, would I... Where's 2 ton? 2 ton. So I start engine on my own discretion, taxi to point number 82, and then provide call sign terminal gate first departure fix, calling for the push. You do that with a ramp area controller. Then I will just taxi to number 82. Then I request taxi after 82. I think. I'll wait for confirmation. You got yours via ACARS, your clearance there. Are you using X-Plane 12.3 beta? I don't use betas in X-Plane anymore because when I did, I had loads of issues. So I'm just going to wait until it becomes released publicly. If ramp is offline, yes. Roger, we'll push back and then taxi out to that point on our own. Josh would have loved to join, but just came back from a celebration, so the drinks have been flowing. Oh my goodness me, you'd have been flying upside down, no doubt. Brilliant. Right, anyway, look, we've got the latest weather. MFRA will set now. Let's put that to something like 1,300 feet. 1,300 will do. Very quiet on the frequency. What else do we need to select? Let's go with airports, terrain for now. Water brake to RTO, reset fuel flow, light test because we've got the interactive checklist on, so it's going to make sure I do all of my flows and checks correctly. There you go, you scan all the instruments, make sure the lights are good. Reset the master caution, and we'll just check our oxygen. Irish Fly, happy flying. All having issues when connecting to VATSIM, so we'll be joining on New Sky only, sadly. Sorry to hear that, Irish Fly. I hope you get it sorted so you can join in on the next group flight. Right, let's load up the FMC. Latest AIRAC installed. Actually, did I update this recently? I don't know. We'll soon find out. GPS left. Active until September. Yes, I do have the latest one there. Route in request flight plan. Oh, clearance is offline. No wonder we can't ID frequencies. It's now on ground. I've just made ground active 1 to 165. Hello, Amy. Can you explain a little bit about temperature display on the overhead panel, whereas there is a duct supply, pressure forward, aft and cabin aft, and how do you know what temperature is actually in the cabin? You rotate the little knob here to pass cab, and there you go, forward and aft will show you the temperatures in the forward and aft part of the cabin. So at the moment about 22 degrees in the forward and aft. Quite reliable. Right, let's... oops. Oh, did I just... I think I just cleared the load button. Never mind. Stephen says, hope to join in one of these one day. Not really confident enough as of yet. Need a bunch more tutorials to learn to deal with random agency instructions and manage to send better. Well, that's all about practice. And look out for those VATSIM first wing events, Stephen, to build your confidence. Great. Activate, execute. Departing runway 30. Will be a Jerez 2 departure, which I've selected here. No transition. I think it's just a heading select jobby, which isn't most US airports. Yeah, look at this. So runway 30, we have to climb heading 301 to 820 feet, then on a heading of 320, or as assigned by agency, expect radar vectors towards Idori. Execute, and you can see there, vector Idori. Wonderful. Arrival is going to be at Deans 4 via the Watertown VOR. So I expect we'll have ILS Zulu 32, Deans 4 via ART. We won't need any of those transitions. So it goes ART, Ben, Cyril, Texan, Modep, and Texan is the beginning of the approach, so it's all coded correctly. Don't know what this star is. We don't have a star on our aircraft. I've seen it appear in the ZIBO mod on a few updates. Anyway, FMC's loaded. Perf 0. Oh, have I not started boarding? Eh? That's weird. Payload 1082. That's weird. Why is the boarding stopped? Is it because... Eh? I thought it was all automated. Oh, I've just turned the tablet off. Quite late the stream today. Yeah, home email. Local time, British summertime is 8:17. But perfect timing for some of the US guys. I don't know what's happened to the auto boarding process. It seems that the passengers are not coming on at this present time. We've done the airside services for... passenger boarding set no smoking switch to on or auto. Is that started? Start the AP whilst we're waiting. Very quiet back there. Oh no, I can hear them cutting. There we go. Very quick. Passengers unloading there.
Shutdown Delta, ready for taxi, runway 30.
US Level hybrid SIDS. Oh yeah, runway heading SIDS are great. John, you keep threatening to fly Concorde on one of these, maybe next time. I think we've once had a bug someone flew Concorde. There we are, passengers complete. The boarding's complete, so if I double click this, we'll have the correct zero fuel weight now. 57 tons, perfect. Reserves are coming in, 2.5. For Montreal, cost index 30.
And Alpaca 14 Charlie,
Cruising 37,000 feet.
Flight attendants,
Average winds, we'll stick in 297 at 34. Top climb ISET 4. Execute. Perfect. Now I've learned in streams that the US very rarely have departures from intersections. So we'll just go full length for our performance calculation. You can see here if I bring up Navigraph. From where we taxi, we're unlikely. Well, I mean, you could get Yankee or Zulu for runway 30. So, can you get intersection departure information? This will be a question for 2 tons. Turbs. You don't get any information at US airports, so we'll just go full length. I know, I'm just thinking me Yankee there. What I'll do is just be conservative. You can see here, 3,200. We'll guesstimate that we'll use 2,800 metres. I'll reduce it by 400. Oh, where did you get that information? Intersection Yankee, 9,600 or Zulu? Let's use Yankee. What's 9,600 feet in metres? Actually, no, as I'm in the US, I should use feet, shouldn't I? So what I'll do is change that to feet, and we'll put 9,600. There we are. And then we can take Yankee. Perfect. Optimum auto, calculate. Flap 5, TO2, 44 degrees. Perfect. 22, 44, takeoff, flat 5, CG's in, speeds. These are improved climb speeds, 43, 45, 52, so we'll use these. And 152. Great. So close that, close the flight plan, set the trim, 5 units.
Alpaca 1927 at gate Delta 20 requesting push facing west and start.
Perfect.
Alpaca 1927, Dulles ground, good afternoon. Push and start will be at your discretion.
Your dampers on.
Push and start,
So you can just push start your own. I still need to get my clearance. I haven't had a PDC. Cross speeds checked. AP's on the bus. That was such a clunk it makes. Love it. Winter heat on. That's all configured and set. Trim airs on. Packs auto. AP bleed on to get some conditioned air in the cabin. Elevation at Ottawa is 377 feet. We'll leave it just at 400 then. Lighting is set. Flight director's master's my side. Runway 30. It's a QDM of 301.
We were having audio issues last night.
301. Good. And then this Geros 2 departure then is just 820 feet. I need to make a note of this. 820 feet. Right turn 320. Top altitude's just 3,000 feet. It's a really low stop altitude. But I need to stop doing that. That's all set. FMC trims. Great. Cool, we're ready to go. Cheers, John. What's the difference between normal V speeds and improved climb speeds, and when would you use them? So now, home email, we default to improved climb speeds, which, as the name suggests, improves your climb performance. for potential obstacle clearance in the event of an engine failure, and it adjusts the MFRA as well. So as an operator, we never used to use them. We now have started using them. It also reduces the chance of tail clearance, increases tail clearance, and reduces the risk of tail strike.
126.1, Alpaca 5 Mike 47.
Exactly as Josh C said. I think it was the guy who switched to ground handling out of clearance. Yeah, probably he was expecting more traffic. But
Alpaca 5 Mike, sure, contact tower now, 134.42, have a good day. Switching to tower 134.42, Alpaca 5 Mike, first, good day.
I think the controllers like these events we do as well, because you guys were quite professional.
No grounds, off of station 442, we need call or are we good to push? Stop push, you're good to push.
So if I received a PDC...
We're good to push. What?
Oh, I have received my PDC, guys. I apologise. I didn't even realise. So here's my PDC. 68 Whiskey Oscar, 738, departing Washington to Ottawa. Routing's in. Art Dean's for 370 Squawk 6240. Cleared. Transit maintain 3000, fixed at 370 10 minutes after departure. Frequency airborne 119850. That's it. Contact ATC at west side of ramp. There you go. So exactly as we discussed, we contact ATC after we push back taxi to the west side of the ramp. Great. So Squawk's going in 6240. Put that out off now. Actually, no, we're not ready for pushback.
Alpaca 99, contact tower 134.42. Good day.
So US airports, I've learned from all my streams, we push back. Many of them at your own discretion, or you would do under apron control. And in this case here, as the clearance says, it says taxi to the west of the ramp. So you report on start point, I don't know, point 82 or something like that. So what we'll do, we'll put the parking gate stand up. We're on stand Delta
Okay, the cabin is secured.
12, so we're going to push back, face west, and just taxi ourselves onto stand 82. And then the SID I've already briefed, and we've taken intersection departure figures for Yankee. So we've covered everything. We'll now run the checklist, and we'll order some pushback as well.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
Yes. America. Something like that.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
From the checklist, see what I forgot.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Alpaca 1927 is
Check.
facing west
Safety
on
inspection
Echo,
checklist.
requesting taxi.
Perfect. 4 start
Alpaca
checks.
1927,
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins. Light test.
Check.
Stitches never really understood just pushing back like that.
Yaw
Without
damper.
asking, but I guess the ground crew
Nav
must
transfer and
communicate what's
disposal.
going on. Yeah.
Normal and auto.
Fuel.
So there'd usually be an apron frequency here, so they're not doing it themselves, so they'd contact one of these frequencies here, which is not the airport ground or tower, and they'd coordinate the pushback on the stand. Fuel. So fuel, we require a minimum of 5845, which took an extra 15 minutes with 65 on board,
Check.
and
Fuel pumps.
4 on.
4 pumps on.
Cabin util IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning.
PEX auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
So cruising 370 land out sets.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Ah,
Check.
there you go, just like
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
PA.
Complete.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
Set.
N1 and IAS bunks.
So M1 ice
N1
box.
and IIS auto.
So,
V-speed set.
speed set.
Stab trim.
52.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
We'll check that
Check.
sunset.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Closed.
Doors.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Excellent. Checklist is complete. We'll just get rid of the ground power.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Hello, Steve. Never. Oh no, we all asked that question. Is wing walkers exception only for US whilst pushing back home email? No. A lot of airports have wing walkers in Europe, especially ones with tight aprons, but not always. Seems to vary as well. Ruby says hello there, Sam and company, joining in from beautiful Ana Lucia today. Nothing beach watching the Mog Air Force sipping a Tinto de Verano, but except taking part, of course. Of course. Well, Ruben, I'm sure many of us would be rather drinking a Tinto de Verano. That sounds very nice. So enjoy your holiday. Hopefully we'll see you on the next group flight. Steve says, hate you then again. I could just be really jealous. We're all wanting to be where Ruben is. Josh says, as a member for a 12 months, thanks buddy. Hadn't realised it's been a year, too many more streams and excellent entertainment and learning too. Cheers Josh, it's a year as a member. Captain's rank now. Cheers buddy, thank you very much for your continued support for that period of time. I hope you've enjoyed your period of time here. So we'll push back on time, 1930 Zulu for us. Ain't push back at that time.
Say again, frequency for tower for Alpaca 1927. And 1927 is going to be 134.42. 124.42, Alpaca.
Seconds till pushback, so we'll do our float.
Tree 4, 114.
And below the line.
Before start
Let's do it
checklist below
exactly
the
on
line.
time, look.
Air conditioning packs. Anti-collision light.
On.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Alt off.
Before start checklist complete.
Perfect.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Pushback on time. Bag on time. Just as the baggage cart arrives with the food catering. Don't need any service now. Go away. Leave us alone. Oh dear. Josh has just got a conditional offer at a large European airline flying the 737 yesterday. I'll be back to second officer in no time. Is that second officer, Josh? Well, congratulations. If you're saying what I think you're saying, amazing. That's great news. Starting to. Oh, classic ZIBO sounds. Can't beat them. Right, should be monitoring the engines here. N1, N2 oil pressure, fuel on. Check the spark valve as best as you can. On time pushback on one of these things have changed while I've been away. Yeah, I know, John. Every stream I'm on time, never had delayed, no sim issues. Awesome, good start on engine 2, starting 1. Amazing, Josh. Well, I'm sure most of us here in chat will share in me saying congratulations. It's an incredible achievement, getting your first airline job. Well done, Josh. You never know, you might see me. You might see me around. Amazing news, buddy.
2626 those ground. Good afternoon. Check the Yankee Charlie.
Goes Alpaca 1 for Charlie. Start cut out, monitoring engine number 2 and 1. 246312 stable.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Take your time. Southwest. Flying over. Alpaca 1927. Taxi out to hold point. Superb. Stephen, 19 months member. Thank you very much, buddy. Been a long time since the days of watching COVID. Saved so much boredom. Always ever so grateful for that. On-off member for 5+ years. Time is mine. So thank you so much for dropping in as you have done as a member on several occasions. Stephen, really appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're doing well. God, I mean, yeah, COVID-19, this was my life. I mean, it still is a huge part of my life, but we were doing loads of streams and doing loads of stuff on the channel. So thank you very much for being part of that. And I hope you're keeping very well on this fine weekend. Thanks, buddy.
And we're disconnected. Signal pin on the right.
Right, they really want to service this aeroplane. Unbelievable. Your bags, sir. That's so funny. I wonder if I'm going down the runway, taking off. Are they going to be chasing me? Unbelievable. Right, I'll imagine I've seen the pin. Actually, no, I can wait to see the pin. There you are, there's the pin. He's happy to show me the pin, even though bags are being loaded. Right, generators on, APU off, stars, switches, probes, anti-ice off, air conditioning. That's all set. Flaps to 5. wait. Flight controls. Sporting denim jeans this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And rudders right. And to the left. We call blank the lower DU. Let's do the before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. APU
After by their bravery and commitment.
Continuous.
probe heat
On.
anti-ice
Off.
air conditioning
Flex auto. Bleeds off.
No words.
Auto. Flips back required. And selected.
Oh, they're actually going now. I think they've got the hint.
starts levers
Idle detent.
flight controls
Check.
recall
Check.
full taxi checklist complete.
Forgot the bags. Ooh. Right, we don't need to request taxi on this bit. We can just taxi straight ahead. Turn off a taxi. Let's see what happens there. Let's just do the config check. No config warning horn. About 30% to breakaway in the end. G. He's still committed. You're back, sir. Minus the jet mast. Oh, I think they're giving up. Good idea. I'm looking forward to the jump scare where you see him pounding the window at flight level 370. Yeah, we're going to be like in the cruise and all of a sudden we're going to hear this. Your bags, sir. I hope I got some of you. You thought that someone was actually knocking on your door. Excellent. So as soon as we get to the echo point here, Honey Shop the taxi will request taxi. There's Alpaca 1927 departing in the NG. Grease suckers jokes on you, I don't answer the door. John, did you actually think the door was locking? It gets a lot of people that one sometimes. Alright, all that. Hold short here. Echo, holding short Zulu. Perfect. Dulles ground, very good afternoon. It's Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar on Echo, holding short Zulu. Request taxi.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar, Dulles ground, good afternoon. Runway 30 taxi via Zulu Yankee 11.
Runway 30 taxi Zulu Yankee, and just confirm then after Yankee.
Gonna be Zulu Yankee 11.
Zulu Yankee 11, thank you. Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Alright, cool. Next left is Zulu. And then it's Yankee 11, which is full length for runway 30. Good. So first left here, clear right.
Dulles ground, hello, Alpaca 133, holding point Charlie, ready for taxi.
Isaac, hope you're doing well. Isaac had 7 months member belts on, he says. Thank you very much. You've obviously flown with me before. Who's told you need to wear your belts?
Runway 30 via
Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. Awesome. So on the parallel taxiway.
Good day.
FPS isn't great here at the moment. It's a bit stuttery for me. I've got about 30 FPS. It's all right. Should get slightly better performance here.
Push your story at pilot's discretion.
Very sunny day here in Washington. Not so nice in Ottawa. Josiah pushing back 9 minutes early in the next available slot, 1936. That's absolutely fine. And like I said, the slots, guys, as I've said before, are not sort of hard, fast rules. It just provides a bit of structure. When we first started doing the group flights, especially during COVID, where there was so many people taking part, sort of 50 plus, we used to not assign times, but it was carnage because everyone would be requesting pushback at the same time. So we just designed this slot system, or pushback time, just to space it out, have a bit of structure. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. If you can see there's an available slot on the booking form and you're ready to go, feel free to take it. Right, so we'll do the before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 set. Green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Takeoff briefing.
Packs are auto bleeds on V speeds set, improved climb 43, 45, 52 on the MCP. V departure is going to be the Jerez 2, which is basically runway heading 820 feet right, turn heading 320. Looking at the FMC, we can use LNAV. It will accommodate that departure for us. We'll treat it as NATP2, so we'll book up at 1300 feet, climbing to 3000 feet stop altitude.
Whiskey Oscar, contact tower.
Over to tower 134425, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Thanks to ATC, 7, lovely day, bye bye.
You as well.
Awesome. And then we'll make a right turn here, and then we'll go over to tower. There was an airborne frequency. 119. Ooh, crikey, I'm not looking where I'm going. Reassuring words. Airborne frequency was 119850. Is it Potomac something? Next frequency. Good.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Excellent. Contact tower. Hello, Dulles Tower. It's Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar, Yankee 11, runway 30, ready for departure.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar, Dulles Tower, wind 320 at 7, fly runway heading, runway 30, cleared for takeoff.
Out departure, runway heading, and runway 30, cleared to takeoff, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Okay, because he said fly runway heading after departure, we'll engage heading select. And clear left, clear right. Turn that music off, do the before takeoff checklist flow. Weather radar's on, and transponder checks below the line.
Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
Oh, I should
On.
scratch it, just seen that.
Landing
Sorry, hear
lights.
that, buddy.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Perfect, we're ready to go. Get rid of that checklist. Awesome, let's go to Ottawa, ladies and gentlemen. What an awful lineup. It's a good job I've got Yankee figures up there, or whatever it was, whiskey figures for the intersection. Okay, that's it. 40% stabilised. Set takeoff first. Okay, takeoff thrust set indications.
Hello, Alpaca 13 X-ray, holding point Yankee 11 for runway 30. Alpaca 13 X-ray, heavy Dulles Tower,
Check,
runway 30,
pressure.
line up away. 30, line up away.
Oh, crikey, it's just changed. Back on the centre line.
V1, rotate.
Here we go. Yeah, rotation's nice.
Positive rate.
And trim.
.400.
Heading select. Just adjust the heading flight slightly for that wind. Stay on the track.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar, contact departure
1000.
126.1, good day.
126.1 Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Bye. So bug up. So now 126.1. Lower the nose, 1 to go. Departures hello, it's Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Maintain your runway heading at $1, climb to 3,000.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar to make departure ready contact, climb maintain 1000 and clear direct to I-door.
Climb maintain 1000, direct to I-door, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Alright. Trying to trim it as we climb, so 11,000 feet. Set. Direct to I-door. Execute, LNAV available, LNAV. Make that right turn. And oh yeah, we can bug 250 knots now in the climbing turn. Good. Flaps up, no lights. We'll complete the turn manually, and then we'll engage the autopilot. Boeing recommend you don't engage an autopilot during the turn. It's not prohibited, it's just not recommended. So get the turn complete first. There we go. Why doesn't Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 2024 have the flyby like that? Awesome. Right, trimming nose down as the aircraft accelerates. Alright, she's beautifully in trim, look at that. Now we put Command A, and we can now completely have to take off checks. Gears off, water brakes off. Start switches off, air conditioning and pressurization, diff pressures 2.0, cabin altitude's climbing, set, release the crew, and on the inches of mercury 3010 climbing to 11,000 feet after takeoff checks complete. Hello Sasha, Flying Walnut Chronicles, good to see you here, just saw your comments. What a smooth departure that was.
First departure, hello Alpaca 133 at 2,000 feet.
There's Dulles, see you later.
Alpaca 13 X-ray heavy, Potomac, departure, ready contact, climb maintain 1000 and clear direct to I-door. Climb maintain 1000, direct I-door radar.
Great to have some ATC.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar, contact Potomac approach on 119.85, 1985, and your flight.
1985, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Have a great weekend. Bye.
See you.
Potomac, very good afternoon. Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Climbing altitude 11,000, inbound idle.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Total approach, climb maintain 17,000.
I maintain 17,000, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. 17,000 checked. VNAV. Never went to VNAV actually. Passing 10,000, 17,000. Pre-cruise checks. Fuel 4 pumps, lights off. APU's off. Frustration 3.5 set. Belts recool. Chest clear. Home email saying, is there a tiller on the FO side too? Yeah, in the ZIBO mod there is. In our aircraft at my operator, no, we don't have the option of the tiller to operator specific request. Rob SC, you've had issues with V-Pilot, absolutely fine on practice sector. I can't think of anything worse when that happens. If it works fine, you don't do anything and then things stop working. Was it a microphone issue your side? Sometimes the mic, the way the mic works or the input can change on its own, I found.
Number kilo.
Brandon, have you missed anything important so far? It's been a smooth flight.
Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar, Washington is offline for easy change for safe flight.
Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Bye.
5527, wind 360.
Unicomming, I guess, for a short while.
One clear land, 5527.
Must have my radio tuning panel work.
Expect approach, hello Alpaca 133 at 6.
There we go. Cool. Still waiting patiently for Chase Plane 24. So Chase, I thought Chase Plane was available in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Is it only 2020? Oh guys, do you want to see what I bought the other day? I went to get my haircut yesterday, and I went to WH Smith's to buy myself some paper. You'll have absolutely no idea what I bought from WH Smith's. In fact, I'd like you to guess. See if anyone guesses what I bought from WH Smiths. It's something I used to buy a lot when I was simming. Actually, people might get that quite quickly. Fancy notepad? Yeah, I bought a fancy notepad for my examining. Irish pilot, wait, where's my soundboard?
1,000 to go.
ATC, let's go up to our cruise, 37. Yeah, how do I, yeah. 37,000 feet, set, standard, checks complete. Fancy notepad, still here, Red Bull notepad, Alpaca Ben, £7.50 meal deal, oh my god, I know, Josh. Flight magazine. Have a look, guys, what I purchased. I bought a copy of PC Pilot. I couldn't believe it. I was in WH Smiths like, oh my god, they sell this. So I bought a copy of PC Pilot, which I was flicking through. It's actually really interesting. Yeah. So look, there's the honeycomb. So I've been reading. It's actually really good. You won't believe how much it cost. I couldn't believe it. It's expensive. What's the price? £7. £7, and it's like how many pages? 82 pages. Yeah, it's been quite nice to read, and it's the update. I don't know how often they update it. It's a monthly one. That's some free advertising for them though. Yeah, it was actually really cool. They had a review on the BAE 146 for X-Plane 12. Aerofly Airbus A350, which I don't even know what that is. There's a Chinook. No, not a Chinook. Apache helicopter, which I think was for DCS. Yeah, it was really cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a flick through it this weekend. 45 quid. Wasn't that much, Brent. It was expensive, but not that much. Oh, Christ, it's a bit of PC Pilot. It's just, yeah, the latest flight sim news, basically, and reviews and tests. And some of them are like, you know, some of the journalists that say in the magazine and PPLs and stuff. That's the first and last copy of PC Pilot sold this year. I know. I had to blow the dust off it in WH Smiths. Irish pilot, did you clarify on pay that you're actually a real pilot? No, I just put it through. Just put it through. They didn't look at me funny. I thought they might. Not joking. I generally bought that when I was sort of 14, 15 years old all the time. There were two. There was PC Pilot. I can't remember what the other magazine was. There were two. Yeah, £7. I know. I think it used to be like £3 or £4 back in early 2000s. I remember getting one when FSX came out. It was like revolutionary flight sim was being released. £7, you know, how many shares did I know? No, I'll show you what I actually went into WH Smiths to buy. I really treated myself. So when, as a TRE, you want to keep notes of how the guys perform in the sim. Legally, genuinely, this is a legal requirement. I have to keep my notes for every exam I do for EASA for 5 years. So check this out, guys. I bought myself a fancy leather-bound notepad. Now you buy Modrino. Now you don't even want to know how much this cost. This was significantly more than the magazine. So you know, I've been using an A4 notepad, and with the perforations and stuff, but it's getting a bit tatty in my backpack when I go to work. So I bought this instead. I thought I'd treat myself. Let's see if anyone can guess the price of this. It's leather-bound. Smells really nice, and it has something called, what's the paper called in it? I don't know. It's the pinnacle of notepads there, I know. But this is why I really like it. It has in the back a little pouch. So here you have all of EASA's. This is EASA Basic Regulation, Annex 1, Part of CL, Appendices to Annex 1, Appendix 9. And this is all sort of for when you do a check. Because all checks at every airline is, you know, if let's say I did a check here at my operator and a check for I don't know, another airline in Europe, it's the same limitations and pass criteria, so they're the standard sort of criteria, and in its little pouch where I keep some operator documentation as well, and some EASA documentation. No, it wasn't that expensive. It was $17.99. I mean, very expensive for a notepad, but it keeps it all really safe and, you know, in one place. I thought I'd treat myself. I was using just like a standard jotter pad before, but it was, like I said, in and out the bag all the time. A4 with the preparations of getting ripped out. I was like, oh no, I'll keep this. It's nice and fresh. So slightly more expensive than an M&S meal deal. Sasha, you got it, yeah, 70 quid. EASA Easy Access Rules. Yes, this is EASA Access, Easy Access Rules from their 1400 page document on examining, of which only about 10 pages is relevant to me as a multi-pilot aeroplane examiner. Crazy Sarcasm, do they digitise them as a backup, or do you need to keep hold of that at 30 quid? So yeah, we have, everything is digital, so all the exam forms which are sent to EASA and the airlines, well, the respective aviation authority I'm under, they have a digital report, and then that exam goes off to the authorities every check you do. But let's say 2 years time something happens to that pilot, and you know they have an incident online and they said something, and they might ask, unlikely, but they could ask the examiner, oh, right, what happened to this pilot when you did a check on them, and then you can look through your notes and go, yeah, they did this, they did that. So that's why we have to keep these notes for 5 years. Only slightly more magazine than expensive than a magazine in Smithsonian. Yeah, I know, it was 2 purchases together. I spent like, I looked at the receipt, it was like £26. I've only bought 2 items, a notepad and a magazine. Adam just split my haircut, which was cheap. And yes, I did have some hair, but needed to cut off. Yeah. Josh, you don't need to scan them at all, that's why I just keep them paid. If I just won't lose my notepad. The same way I wouldn't lose my passport or license. Love Lamy fountain pens and a good moleskin notebook. Oh yeah, this is proper leather back. It smells really nice. What's a Lamy fountain pen? I feel like I'm missing out. But probably fountain pens, they're not practical in an aeroplane, ink everywhere, pressure changes, so you just want a good quality biro. So I always use paper-made pens. Adam B, good to see you here, and it's good to see everyone as well. Thank you very much for popping in. Thank you very much for your support for the past 5 years as a member. Really appreciate it, buddy. I'm doing very, very well. Right, better than the scraps of envelope I used to write ATC instructions. Now, hey, look, I use these. Joe, as a school teacher, has infinite supplies of these. They're just little revision cards, so you know, you always put my ATC instructions on here. Every single stream was a little piece of paper. Irish pilot lookbook somewhere in the post coming back from the IAA. Some authorities still paper-based, which is a pain. Absolutely, and I still, well, I don't use my paper lookbook anymore, but I did up to right to the point I upgraded to an ATPL because I had to send my logbook away. But now I just keep a digital logbook. Brendan, thank you very much. 28 months as a member, just over 2 years. Did you go to the Magic GTA barbers and come out with a full head of hair? Unbelievable. I think that's referencing Grand Theft Auto, where you go in and, yes, I vaguely remember playing as, is it was it CJ? I can't remember the name, in San Andreas. of the main character. Yes. Josh, take it home. When I see the theory with the leather skin notepad and paper-made pens, it'll click. Adam, now you're a commercial pilot as well. Can't believe I joined when I was 14. It's incredible, Adam. I've had some subs and members that actually come up to me at work, and they're very respectful of my, privacy. And they just want to say thank you very much. It's great to hear so many of you. All doing really well. Vincent Paul came out of an afro. Fresh. Anyway, look, nice and quiet here up in Washington. Excuse my lack of geography as we continue en route, but there we are. Got a nice little trail of aircraft between Ottawa and Washington. I'll just turn this off because having graph with the traffic really does drain my PC's resources. But where are we? Oh yes, we've got these unique geography. We've got this unique geography here in Washington. Flying over here in a stream before. If you look outside, it looks very unusual. It must be really good for gliding, like ridge lift. Very clear here as well. Very nice day. Josiah Place, is there an altitude limit on how long you can hand fly? Yeah, it used to be around 25,000 feet. Now it's sort of if the seatbelt sign is on, no more hand flying.
1,000 to go.
Mike Fisher, Space Pen, you can write inside, down and in 0G, perfect for extreme non-normal situations. Interesting. But Mike Olferson, wasn't there something about NASA tried to develop a pen that would work in space, and they spent millions on this development of a pen, but the Russians were using pencils? Is that a fact, or is that just a old wives' tale that people spoke about? Something like NASA spent millions developing this pen, and yeah, a pencil works perfectly fine in space. KFC Temple, holy F, my ears. Yes, sorry, it was a little loud out the external view. Cool, there we are, flight level 370, VNAV, what's that, max continuous thrust, con, and top of descent's 180 miles away. We'll keep an eye out and see if we can see any alpacas in between our sector. I'm just going to have a little look at the VATSIM map here. It's loading in. So over in the Canaries when I was last looking at that. Oh look, yes, there's very much a defined line. No, you can see all this random traffic in America. Oh, there's definitely some sort of group flight going on there. But certainly on the east coast, there's the signs of a little group flight going on, which is great. Lots of alpacas. There we are, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar. Oh well, 1-3X straight directly behind. Mr. Alpaca in his A350-900 doing 470 knots. We're doing a measly 440, so likely to get overtaken. There's 2 tons, always recognise 10 Tango Tango. There's an A350, absolutely honing it in. Go for it, overtake if you wish. Rob Hart, what's your cruise speed going to be? Don't want to catch up too much. We're here at Mach 78, but I think you could easily overtake me by the time we get into Ottawa. So if you want to keep a high speed up in the A350, I mean, you're probably cruising at 0.85. Go for it. We'll watch you overtake. Irish Pilot says, now we're on notebooks. Anyone have strong preference for a pen? I like fine tip pick, the yellow one. No, for me it's... oh, let's have a look here. I've got a few. I've got 2 preferences. I've got loads of. You can see here my top drawer open, my super secret drawer. Papermate pens. These are my sort of go-to ones, and at work. And I love these handwriting pens. Black ink for sort of. I use this as well. These are really nice. I don't know what the brand is. Manuscript. These are really, really nice to write with. So I've got loads of those. I can showcase most of these from the parts store at local school. They're my sort of favourites. Oh, Mike, that's the one. Old wives' tale. The pen costs like $10 to research. Oh, really? Oh, really? So you cannot use pencil in space. That is too conductive against its instruments. It will fry everything. Oh, so it is an old wives' tale then. I can buy the NASA pen if you want. Don't think I'll need it. The issue was graphite would break off the pencils and mess with sensitive electronics. Oh, you guys know so much. So cool. Josh had an aircraft bringing me home from my assessment taxi with slats and flaps down, and it was not a maintenance base. We were there for a while. Oh dear. MGS1, yeah, I heard almost the same story but about the Velcro fastener. Interesting. Steve Ebb, that sounds like a ChatGPT answer. NASA did not spend millions developing a space pen, was instead use pencils. Both space agencies initially used pencils, which pose safety risks due to flaking graphite. Well, there you go. Evening, Joe. Nice to see you here. Mr. Speedbird. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Fake pen chat, I'm here for it. Had a small Mont Blanc ballpoint for years and it's never let me down. I have here, and it was a present for my 18th birthday. There it is. A cross. These pens are brilliant. Oh, we're all on. This is a beautiful pen, Cross. It's, you pull it, look, and it just goes, comes out like that. I've had this pen for years, and it's really nice. I'll just show the action, like, because we all like this sort of stuff. I use that for nice document writing. There, I've got all sorts in here. Lots of old cards. Well, that's really unusual. I've also got a Lloyd's Bank Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth Silver Jubilee Crown. I think that was mine. Mum gave me that years ago. My mum used to work for Lloyd's Bank. She left school. I've actually got some really old coins. I've got a coin collection upstairs. I've got some solid gold sovereigns and things like that, which my dad used to collect. I inherited them all. Some of them worth quite a lot of money, but they're all locked up in a safe. Look at my cool pen. That's exactly what the conversation is like. I love a branded stolen pen like a hotel or bank. Oh yeah, I've got. Oh, from all the hotels I've stayed in. I mean, it's my tea bags. My tea bags at work. I keep topped up from all the hotels I stay at. And Stevie like clicking on the pen in the P of the U-777. I know the exact one. Stephen, you could in the Airbus some proper drawing colouring on a tray table. Brilliant. So funny. Oh yeah, hang on. I think we're going to have Rob hire. It's taking so minutes. Put your foot down, Rob. Let's see if you can get ahead prior to top descent. I think in that thing you will. No problem at all. There he is. It won't even be that flat out. So we're doing 445 knots, 495, 40 knot difference. Oh yeah, you'll be long gone prior to top descent. Awesome. I think we've got a few alpacas going in the other direction. There we are, look. Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha in the 738 going inbound to Washington. Irish pilot, your flight bag is full of hotel tea bags and Nescafe coffee things. Mine as well. Awesome. So because we're doing a MOGF right at the end of this month, because obviously I got married last month, it's going to be a very quick turnaround until the next one. 2 weeks. And I have got all dictator, and we went for the second highest polled option from the poll for this MOGF. So we're going to overload Caracas, Venezuela.
50, 40,
Sasha,
30, 20.
you shouldn't. Very generous of you. A £5 coming my way. Thank you very much indeed. Uh-oh.
Awful event yesterday spawned into Ide next to a friend.
Dublin.
They took a screenshot. My aircraft was adorned with the Llama International livery. Horrid.
Horrid. Thank you very much, Sasha. That's awful. What are you doing flying with Llama International Airlines? That's terrible. Terrible. To the naughty step you go. I'll post the evidence in Discord. Yeah, I wish to see this. I didn't even know there was a livery for Llama International Airlines. Outrageous. That's very kind, Sasha. Never any need, but thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you. Oh. Looks like he went to some sort of tower here. I do the flyby and then press C. See the speed difference. So there we go. And there's the A350. Yeah, you'll easily overtake me prior to stop descent and get about 10 miles ahead as well. I felt dirty. Treachery. Absolute treachery. So yes, we'll do the crackers. We'll go to Venezuela, and it'll be another later stream about the same time. It's not British summertime. Because I was looking on my roster. Oh, I had 2 standbys this week. They've already taken me off. I'm doing a full block from Monday. So no streams next week. Oh, actually, I've got a couple of easy duties, so I might be able to stream after. But yes, I am on. What day did I pencil in for the next MOGF? I screwed up my dates. I'm just looking at Discord here. Excuse me. I did have a date. Discord. Events. Sunday the 14th. Yes, it's my day 5 and I'm on an early standby, so I might be a bit knackered, but that's the only time I could do that month at the weekend, whether the weekend I'm busy or working. I mean, I'm working that day, but at least it's day 5, off next day. So yeah, Sunday the 14th that will be, which won't be perfect for a lot of guys in Europe because I've work next day. But oh, Josiah, I'm really sorry there was no ATC, and I know we were talking about that there. I'm just having a look at the last message from the event coordinator, Nate. So yeah, I requested the ATC on Sunday, and I was looking at all the other tickets I've done for VATCAN. So I've already contacted them 3 times previously for ATC requests. Sometimes you email, sometimes you can open tickets via VATCAN. You can open tickets to request ATC, and they always replied within 24 hours, and always wanted ATC. Now I messaged on Sunday, last Sunday, 6 days ago, requesting ATC, and I never, looking this morning, got any response from VATCAN for the ticket, and it was assigned to someone as well. It said this ticket's been assigned to whoever. Anyway, I found the event coordinator via the VATCAN Discord server, messaged, he came straight back saying, hey there, no worries, just saw it, I'll see if I can get any staffing for you. But that was at midnight British summer time, so I guess it was just, for whatever reason, they didn't get the message, and then I was a bit too late contacting them via Discord. But usually, historically, VATCAN's always been via their events page, quite responsive. So we'll have to certainly unicom it in today, unfortunately. It is what it is. What city is that? That is the city of Elmira. And that is Elmira Corning Regional, which I can see just off to the right wing. There it is down there. You can see it on the map. Hey, cool. I wonder if I'll ever stream into Elmira. Probably not. Anyone here been to Elmira? I'd be surprised. You can see how everything's been built in the valley, all the built-up area, roads, infrastructure. Awesome. I think we're about to get overtaken. Our weird drop height. It's cloudy in Montreal Flight 724. Clear for you. Let's have a little look. I think the live weather's been a bit broken at the moment. Let's see if we can check it here. broken at 6,500. Yeah, so X-Plane 12 is broken. It's absolutely cav-okay. Live weather's having issues of hers, but there should be broken clouds, so it should be, you know, mostly cloud over here, not any ground. So yeah, X-Plane weather is certainly playing up a bit right now. I have to say Microsoft Flight Sim's interpolation of METARs as of late have been very, very good, and the general you know, conditions en route. Hello Larry, second time participant in a mod GIF, also streaming this on my own YouTube channel, though not as entertaining as a good captain. Thank you Larry. And Larry, I was looking through my Discord DMs and you sent a very long message which I never got back to you, so you must accept my apology on that, and you were talking about your new YouTube channel, so good luck with your venture, and I'm sure some of the subscribers and members here would happily watch some of your content, but sorry, I will get back to you. I have a few DMs I need to respond to this weekend. Anyway, there's Alpaca 268 just going past in the Airbus. We'll go right over there. Contrail. It's just faded out. There it is. I swear you've been overtaking me forever. There you go. There you go from my looks back to right over the top of us. Awesome. Well, we've just passed the halfway mark. Take a little screenshot of this. Awesome shot. Oh, sometimes my PC doesn't like doing screenshots. I'm just taking a screenshot, so it's frozen sim proof. Rob, you're gonna need to take a picture of me and oh my gosh, you just slingshot ahead. I'm going to take a screenshot as well, or I'll put it in Discord. Awesome. Overtaking. I love these controls like little dots. Interesting, it's like Pac-Man coming out of your engine. Awesome, look at the speed difference. Yeah, I can't tell, but the usual Windows print screen's not working. Too close to missiles, switch to guns. Got some weird yawing motion going on in the mod as well. I'm just looking sort of forward here. If you look at the horizon, you can see it. Look, it's sort of yawing a little bit to the side. It's not too bad, but yeah, you'll probably see as we fly on final that the winds in X-Plane have returned to how it was years and years ago with this. Let's see what the reported wind is in Ottawa. Yeah, 319 gusting 26, and sometimes it's variable. It really doesn't behave realistically at all. So let's see what we got. 30019 gusting 26. It's a good wind in Ottawa today. Awesome. Top of descent, oh crikey, 60 miles away. We better do some setting up here. So descent page 250, below 10,000. Execute forecast. Let's fetch the winds from ACARS. Desire, no, me too. Load. Execute. Winds are in. Very likely to be landing on runway 32. 10, 4, 37,000 feet, so 3 times that. It's going to be 108. Great, stop descent's roughly there. Coming up. step through the arrival, make sure we're happy. Just do a short and brief. So Dean's 4, I'm going to go right over Watertown. Just get rid of the yoke. Which is Alfa Romeo Tango at 257. Bend to be at below 16,000 feet. We then have a brief level segment for runway 32, 8,000 feet or below, which checks Cyril. And then we're going to go direct to Texan. Texan 3,000 feet or above, 230 knots maximum. And it wants to be right back down to 190, but that's probably what we want at that point for runway 32. Oh, I've got a ding dong here. Auto ATC, welcome. ATC is offline. You have received automated guidance to assist online controllers. After receiving instructions for zero navigation, as Auto ATC does not offer separation services and is not available anywhere. Boston Setter advises descend and main 220. No separation service provided. That's crazy. What's this? What is this tomfoolery on VATSIM? I've never seen this before. Look at this. Auto ATC. Telling me to descend to 220. Unbelievable. Vlad, hope you're doing well. What uniform shoes do you recommend? I wear Clark's, which is a UK shoe brand. Others are available, but they're really comfortable shoes for me. Yeah, unable. No, I'm just going to descend at top of descent. It's the most efficient place. Anyway, let's check the IS chart. Oh yeah, so Texan Max 190, that's where it's coded, so that's absolutely fine. And then we're going to go to MODEP, do a CDA, 1820 at MODEP, checks in the FMC. DME, of course, it's Canada, United States. It doesn't read 0 the threshold, it reads 0.5, for goodness sake. No terrain issues, MSA's 2,900, straight in, Mr. Approach climb 3,000 feet, runway heading vectors. So all we've literally got to do is set the friction scores to minimums, guys. 10.3, 320, minimums 571, and then RVR's based off whatever this means. I'm so used to meters. We've got this R26, is it statute miles or something? I don't know. But look, visibility, weather forecast is absolutely fine. Nice day, just strong winds, a few broken clouds. It'll be interesting to see if this is actually put into the sim seeing directly below us. It isn't. We're expecting broken clouds at 4,700. Let's hope it plugs that real world weather in. So, minimums 571. Oops. Set. Course is 320. And frequency course minimums 10.3 is active for my test sector. And that's all we need. Perfect. Landing performance is next. Use the inbuilt landing performance calculator. So flap 30, runway 32, surface winds. So when we're at work, we're always very conservative with performance calculations. So when we look at the weather, we never take any gust credit if it's a headwind component. So we just go 300 at 19. So we've got at least that. So that's coded in. Temperature 20. QNH 3001, which is 1016. Enter. Running weight, just need to work out. 700 kilos to come off. Anyway, it's 60.3. With a VREF edition plus 9. So we'll put that as a reminder. Calculate. There we are. Flat 30 order break 3. That's unfactored, but that's fine for us. Landing distance available. Well, the runway is 3,050. It's a nice long runway. Order break 3. We might be able to make Delta help ATC. That's about 2,000 meters. Great. Flat 30. Order break 3. Second to 10 reversal brake call. Happy days. Cool. Let me catch a bit of chat. Just getting the aircraft all set up. Yeah, John, looks like Auto ATC's VATSIM's gone AI. It's the first time I've ever seen that before. 2 tons of thing over here, Auto Advisory on December, ATC is offline. No way. How long has that been going for? Never seen it before. Larry says, whoever Alpaca 57 Lima is and Captain Situa, the two behind me, I intend to fly the Dean's 4 to Texan ILS-32. Excellent, Larry. That is the plan. I think that's what they'd be doing in real life, and I should think the majority on this group flight are doing too. Irish pilot, there comes that time in a man's life when Caves in and buys shoes from Clark's. Hey, look, I think I dress quite well. I'm quite fashionable, but Clark's shoes might not be cool with it. Yeah, I don't care about coolness at this age now. I care about how comfy they are. Oh yeah, the shoes are quite nice, quite smart. Nightbot doesn't work, I'm afraid, John, on members only streams because Nightbot doesn't know I'm streaming. It's only if it's a public stream. Larry's done Nightbot's job. There you go. Wind in Ottawa 30090, gusting 26. Let's see how X-Plane translates that. Oh, John, sorry to hear that, buddy. Had some health issues, but finally the NHS have mostly sourced me not to be doing well. Ah, John, I hope all is going well and you're on the road to recovery. But nice to see you around again, my friend. Josh says flight training dates today are funds for a new GPU, so maybe 2024 will have to wait then. I thought you mean Nightbot isn't a member, yeah, correct. Cool, top descent. Requested by FMC, so let's have a look here. Dean's 4. So we'll just step down as per my SOP of operator. Ben, 16,000 feet or less, so we'll set 16,000. Remember the NG and max. It'll automatically descend because I was close to top descent. It's got to our hold, so I'll just push V nav. There we are. And we'll set the Ottawa altimeter, which is 3001. There we are. Down we go. 43 minutes. You're most welcome, John. Listen, I was food poisoned yesterday, still recovering. Work starts Monday, so there's still time. Oh gosh, it's nothing worse than being suffering from food poisoning. All right, X-Plane seems to have loaded in some clouds, so hopefully, yes, it's gone right. Ottawa is broken. Oh my gosh, there's a large body of water. It's a lake. That's the Lake of Ontario. Yes, I knew that off the top of my head. Didn't use Navigraph at all to find out what lake it was. There we go. There's some sort of light turbulence as well. Oh, the aircraft's gone VNAV speed and the path seems to be running away, and I'm approaching MMO, so just keep an eye on the speed. In fact, I'm going to open the speed window above display 0 and stop it going fast. I did this yesterday on my test sector, perfectly on profile when it started the descent, but then it just gets higher and higher and higher, which is a bit unusual. Should be perfectly on. But it needs an update. I don't know if it's been changed in X-Plane, which has just made the current version of the ZIBO mod work a little sort of it's a little sensitive at the moment. But yeah, the landing, you'll see on the landing, the mod at the moment does not want to settle on the runway. It touches down, it just wants to keep flying. It's like the lift spoilers and ground spoilers reversers having no impact on the lift. It just wants to fly and it bounces really easily. Yes, Steve. Yes, listen, don't worry, I won't play any poop sound effects today for your benefit. Alright, path's coming back, so as soon as we're back on path, I can close the speed window. And it will prioritise the path and not the speed. Because I've told it to fly 0, you've got to be very vigilant of the speed. I wouldn't usually bug and maintain a Mach 0.80 because any gust push through the back end. Right, cool. Close the speed window. It's prioritising path now, so it's going to start pitching up. There's Rob in the 350. He's a little bit low, so I can't see him on TCAS. So I'm obviously descending to maintain 16,000 feet at bend in a level segment. So I'm actually going to use a bit of speed brake just to get back onto my... All the throttle's disconnected with massive asymmetry, great. Just going to close the auto throttle there. Sorry, auto throttle, idle thrusts, and just use speed brake to get back on speed. Both to get on back onto my speed profile, but also to ensure I don't get too close to Rob. John, so all that enforced floating butter is certain. Ah, yeah, absolutely. Guaranteed. Oh, Rob, it's all good, all good. What's your planned descent speed, Rob? What are you maintaining at the moment? 10 miles space. Well, actually behind 350. Oh, yeah, 10 miles would be sufficient. I should think I'm about 4 miles behind you. Keep an eye on it. What I'll do at Ben, I'll reduce to 250 knots at 16,000 feet. Then we've got quite a long level segment. Don't forget all the usual participants of the group flight. I'll be conducting a couple of giveaways for all participants. Got the list ready to copy and paste. You don't have to touch down. Currently doing 645. The plan is supposed to be 0.84. I've slowed down a little bit. Well, when I get to Ben at 16,000 in that level segment, I'll do about 240 knots before we descend further. I've done any fuel or time checks, but 3.9, that's loads. Alternative was 2.5. Got an extra ton on board. Oh, let's turn the speed brake now. Let's get a bit lower speed actually. This has been the hold so far. Doubt we'll need to today. Very chill long F, but yeah, shame we got no ATC, but it's happened before. I had any time to get it organised. But VAC has been very responsive with the Canadian industries previously. Anyway, I was talking about it earlier. But I'll make sure I contact the Venezuelan VATSIM coordinator. I'll do that tomorrow or this evening for Caracas. Group flights. Bonkers. Oh yeah, I don't know if any of you guys saw, I uploaded a YouTube short last night. So I was playing around in the sim the other day and I was like, oh, what do people not know about? Oh yeah, the different trim speeds. So on the 737 NG, the MAX, you get two different trim speeds. One where the flaps retracted, which is slow, but as soon as you extend any flap, so 1 to 40, the trim's far quicker, just to keep the aircraft, if you're hand flying, easier to control, easier to trim. And the autopilot trim's quicker as well. But I decided to use an AI voice, which is a new feature. This was edited on Instagram. I thought it was quite funny. I mean, I don't know if people would rather I spoke and mentioned what it was, or just use. I thought the AI voice was really funny, so I used the woman. So I don't know. YouTube Shorts are quite nice for the channel because they're very easy to do, and I configure content, which is quite easy. The videos, the last few videos I've recorded, they're just, for whatever reason, they just don't get viewed as often as they used to in the past. I think YouTube would make it much more difficult than it used to be to have content shared. Whereas the shorts sometimes really, pardon the pun, take off. So this trim speed one, it sort of got shared a lot quite quickly. Well, YouTube shared it a lot quite quickly. So it had 1,000 views in the first sort of 20 minutes, which is very quick, a lot for my sort of channel size on shorts, and then it just sort of petered off. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of fun. Oh, sorry, Sasha, to hear that. Sasha, you like the AI voice. I was going to record it myself, but I thought, no, this is funny. I'll use this Microsoft AI. It was called, I think it was called Posh. She's very excited at the end. I know. If you put like accents, exclamation marks, it really does sort of accentuate the language. No, not really crazy sarcasm. Sub growth is very slow. I've tried a few different things on shorts.
1,000 to go.
But you know, YouTube's gotten very naughty, and they try to get you to buy growth. I refuse. I only want mine to ever be organic. But I'd love to get to 100,000 subs before the end of the year. That's all. But it'll be hard work. I think last time I had sort of a large sub rise was released in 2024, which brought a few more subs in, but generally grows about 200 to 300 subs a month. But I mean, I generally only stream if I recorded more videos, it would help. But it's I like to, but I'm not one just to record and then just upload. I like to edit it, and that takes a lot of time. Well, that's why I prefer streaming, because it's so much easier, and I really enjoy the interaction during streams. Anyway, Rob's 5 miles ahead, so what I'm going to do, Rob, is also a level here for 10 miles. I'm going to bring the speed back to 240 knots. Oh, I know, Steve. Yeah, I wouldn't ever do that. Just need to push those extra subs. Got to find another tactic. I'm sure those YouTubers chatting about Air India picked up a load more. True, but that's not what I want to do. I don't want to use an aviation accident to harvest views. I think that's wrong on a lot of levels. There's certain things I can do. So, for example, I did a video a few months back about the DHL 737 that crashed, and talked more about the technical aspect of it. I think some people found that interesting. I've really toyed with the idea of updating some of the older videos, but you know, since I started the channel 8 years ago and now, there's every man, woman and dog. You know, if you type in 737 ILS tutorial, you'd probably get 10,000 responses. But no, there's a part of me that isn't too fussed, and I just enjoy what I'm doing anyway. Yeah, I've got a couple of other short ideas I want to record in the Level D, which I think people will find fun. Hello, Anthony. Good day to you. Very well. We've just about to cross into the Canadian border from the United States, about to Ottawa. Hope all is doing well. I hope your young lad is progressing well with his flight training as well. So what we're going to do is, just to increase spacing with ourselves on Rob, is update with descent target speed. So if I close this, it's going to accelerate back to 273, which is the cost index 30 descent speeds. But we're just going to put in 240, execute. Now it's going to build a new path. Notice how top of descent just jumped backwards. So you'll have a shallower descent, that's why top of descent is sooner. But we'll fly at a slower speed just for spacing. HMS Daring Green managed to balance my opinions, just read the report when it comes out. Yeah, absolutely, and there is a controversial aspect of using these accidents where, you know, people have died, and it's purely speculation. I don't want to use that to gain subscribers and followers. I personally don't agree with that. Anyway, 8,000 feet is the next restriction. I've just passed it, so just go speed into Venice. Too busy chatting. 8,000 feet, set's a little bit high, so extend the speed brake, because when you're flying at 240 knots, speed brake's less effective, but it will give you enough to get you back on path. And then we have a very brief level segment at Cyril, 8,000 feet, which you can see here on the chart. There we are, 8,000 feet for runway 32. -1 engine anti-ice coming on. So looks like the live weather is updated. Clouds we have. Path's coming back. Speed window, still in VNAV speed. VNAV path, and we can now slow the speed brake to maintain 240 knots. Anthony's into the world of the commercial rating, amazing. I remember doing my CPL in Arizona on the old Seneca 2. Stephen, to be honest, if on a popular stream you get everyone to go back and watch some of the older vids and like them, the algorithm might pick them up. Just good old-fashioned coordinated promotion. Yes, absolutely. And certainly, I try a lot with my streams now to stream things that are relevant in the flight sim. So, you know, let's say if there's an update to the iFly Max, I'll probably stream that because there's some people want to see the update. Or, for example, the Just Flight Avro, my last stream, they've just about to update it, got contacted from them and they released it. And it's a very niche aircraft, that one, so it doesn't get a huge amount of hits, but the main thing is you could get sort of strung up on trying to gain subs, but I think for me personally, I just enjoy doing what I do. I'd far rather just stream and enjoy the moment. It would be cool to have that YouTube single play, but you know, you won't see me. I made a post on Facebook, I think about 3 weeks ago, just saying that we haven't got long to go to 100,000. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't, and that helps a little bit. Oops, belt should be on. Gotta get these new Sky 10 points. I was looking at New Sky earlier, or closest flight. I had a lot of flights this month. Uh-oh, someone's saying there's YouTube issues. Anyone else getting a message from YouTube? We're having problems with our servers. Uh-oh. Look at whilst I'm streaming. I'm all good my side. The FPS. It's pretty good, but it's a little bit stuttery. All 10s, yes. Yeah, minus the inverted flight control stream. Seems to be working for most people. Good, I think we've given ourselves some... Actually, to be fair, I've got lots of like Fatson radar and all this stuff going off in the background. That's probably not helping. Good, so decent spacing between myself and Rob. We've got 30 Whiskey Delta, 246455. Just, yeah, shame we just got no ATC here this time, guys. I should have organised this a little sooner.
Ottawa traffic, Alpaca 1920.
Here the Alpaca's on frequency.
7 mile final Ottawa traffic.
Yeah, I've just closed Chrome. Yeah, that's actually going to improve things now. Chrome's actually quite resource sensitive, I found. Right, passing 10,000, 8,000. Post cruise checks, fuel 4 pumps. We've got plenty of gas, 3.7 on board. Lights. Engine anti-ice, we'll still leave on 7 degrees, pressurization 3.0 set, recall, Jim, you can have your VSD on. Oops, wrong button. Right, what's happened to the VSD? Not working. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, post-cruise check's complete. Cool, so approaching serial 8,000 feet, runway 32, we can then step down to 3,000 feet or less. My operator, we do that when we're 1 mile from the next coded waypoint. Rob, I suddenly go to 190 knots for the Texan restriction. Roger.
1,000 to go.
Check. Crazy sarcasm. We'll step up the inverted challenge. Monitor upside down. Yeah, that really. I'm not doing that again. Honestly, it generally screwed around with my head. That did. I was a bit concerned. I was flying the next day. That's why I did. After that stream, I was in Discord with some of you guys practicing a circuit without the with the proper correct flight controls. So I'm just going to go VS 1000 just to keep it descending below profile. So I want to bleed a little bit of speed off when we're back on path. I'm just going to level change.
Ottawa traffic, Alpaca 1920.
Session threat air management part of the brief the day after reverse flight controls must have been in consideration. Oh, I mentioned it to the FO's good friend of mine. He found it hilarious. You should have gone to Australia for the inverted stream. Yes, it would have made perfect sense. Everyone would have known exactly what's going on. Great, inbound Texan. When we get to Texan, we'll Unicom. There's a little bit of Canada below. Oops, festive descent and
descent checklist. Pressurization.
Set.
Anti-ice.
feet.
On.
Approach briefing and fuel.
Discussed.
IAS and alt bugs.
Checked and set.
Descent checklist complete.
Good, approach checks then. Frequencies 1103 for the ILS. That's in the FMC. Fixings in runway 32, 10, 4 miles. Idents. We're still waiting for the idents. It's explained the idents always come very late. It will be India Romeo Papa when we get the idents. Standby instruments set. Course is 320, 320. So just waiting for those idents. And we'll go level change now. Ourselves some space in Rob. We've got 190 knots in Texan. I'm just going to bring the speed back to 180 knots now. So flap 1's giving me 186 knots. Flap 2's great if you just want to bug 180. There's Rob. Close actually, so we'll probably go to 160 a little bit sooner. And Rob, feel no pressure. You fly the approach at whatever speed you want, buddy. We'll manage our speed to give ourselves some space. Flat 5. Good, and we'll start descending at the flat 5 speed. Now, level change doesn't usually level off like that. It gives you a very shallow descent. You'll find that will put us nice and low on speed, but quite high on profile. So now we're going to get the speed break out with flat 5. Hear that trim wheel rotating at the fastest speed, just like with the YouTube shorts uploaded. Quite a nice day here as well. Very green here in Ottawa. With that headwind, it feels like I'm hardly going. So there must be some traffic ahead of Rob as well. What is that, Rob? You've got all the way there? Crikey, you've actually got quite far ahead there. 8 miles. Okay, well, what I'll do, I'll stow the speed brake and I'll just bug 180. Glide slope's alive. So that 180 is going to increase my rate to say get me on the glide, back on speeds. Correct sensing, arming approach. Trim behaviour has got a bit weird in the mod, it's making lots of small little trim inputs. Great, and now I can just use VS to finesse, use vertical speed to stay on the glide slope. About 1,000 feet per minute should do it at this distance.
4 mile, find at runway 32, Alpaca 13 X-ray onto traffic.
Oh, you know what? It's nice and quiet. There's no ATC. That's for your benefit. We'll do a raw data. Alright, cool. So, raw data ILS with a bit of a gusty wind and explain what's the worst that could happen. Localizer alive, localizer capture. So, flap 5, you want about 2 degrees and around 900 feet per minute this ground speed, probably a little less. And use the trend vector to get onto the localizer. We're heading 320, and we know the track is 320 as well. Watch that rate of descent, don't want to get any lower than we are. And the missed approach altitude is 3,000 feet. So we'll put the nose up to around 2.5 degrees now, wings level. So once we're on the localizer, which we are now, I'll just put the track on 320 and we shouldn't deviate too far. Just add a little bit of thrust here to maintain the flat 5 speed. There we are. So I'm on the localizer. Beauty of a track up display on the NG and the Max is, you know what the final approach course is, doesn't matter what the wind is. Getting it on the glide. So we'll just set about 5 degrees nose up now. I'll almost level off the aircraft at this speed. Just get back on glide slope. It's 5 degrees nose up, it's giving me about 100 feet per minute rate of descent. Back on glide slope, slowly lower the nose back to around 2.5. And that should give us about 800 feet per minute. Slight track down. Because that headwind, usually with flat 5 you go idle thrust. down to hold the speed on a Glock 3 to glide path. Because of that headwind, our ground speed's low. I've got a little bit of thrust on to maintain the speed. Okay, just keep scanning the track. Track is 317, so I'll keep going left of localizer. Back on 320. Lovely. I think on X-Plane you can actually play back your approach, see if you're high or low. Ottawa traffic, Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscars. Final ILS 32, about 7 miles. Well, 6. Keeping it out raw data, but I'll keep the aircraft in trim. That'll lower your workload considerably. Watch my rate of descent. Quite a lot easier than on an LST as well, because you can actually see the runway. 4 miles, get down flat 15, match speed, so about 2.5 degrees now. Keep the thrust where it is, let the aircraft reduce, and there's the ballooning from flat 15, so try not to let it balloon too much, retrim. Go on a tracker 319 to bring myself back on centre line. Flat 30. I'm going to skip the landing checklist too much to do now it's about 1 degree and about 57% in this gross weight. Loads of nose down trim. Alright, let's get back on localizer. About 57 should do us at this gross weight. 1 degree, 57% now. Target attitude.
1,000.
Checks.
1,000 feet.
I'll try.
Mr. Burchell.
Speed brake, start switches, really cool. That's from the landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Start switches.
Continue.
So when it's in trim, look.
Recall.
Check.
Just want it like a
Speed
real
brake.
airplane. Look,
Up,
it just
green
stays
light.
where you want it to.
Landing
It's
gear.
easy. Put
Down,
your hands
3
down here, look.
points.
Auto brake.
Auto brake 3 set.
Flaps.
Flaps 30 set. Green light.
Landing lights.
On.
Landing checklist complete.
Perfect. 2 reds, 2 whites. Corrected back onto localizer. So the wind, quite lucky today. In X-Plane at the moment, with the variable winds, the wind can sort of go all over the place. Seems to be quite settled now. It's a very strong headwind. Oh yeah, no, we're meant to be at VREF +9, aren't we, with that headwind?
500.
Keep descending. Back on glides. I'm just accelerating to VREF +9. There we are, back on speed. Probably about 60%. Don't get high. Slightly out of trim there. So, try and get 1,000 feet per minute back in now to get back on glides. The trees actually look quite
200.
concerning.
Minimum.
Back on profile now. Continue.
100.
Very nice. Touchdown points way
50,
before the Pappies.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up, didn't bounce. That's nice. Reverses. Boom! knots. Manual braking.
80 knots.
60 knots. Guys, zeros. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ottawa, capital of Canada. And we'll give way to the NG there. X-Plane Forest it was. Well, sorry about the lack of ATC today, guys. I did try to get something there, but as ever, you coordinate yourself so well and professionally. It's never an issue, like it would be on a public event. Awesome. Just gonna get the that's in traffic on. What on earth is that? A 380? Absolute tank. Malaysian Airlines. Ottawa traffic. Alpaca 68 Whiskey Oscar vacated at Delta. Taxi set.
246 points of traffic, 9 miles above Dixon. ILS 32 report.
Awesome.
Seat 118.8.
So we're going to go straight on here and we'll park ourselves next to Alpaca 1927 in the 738. The taxi lines don't seem to match the chart, as you can see here. But we'll just aim for stand number 14 here. It's a tank of a 380, that is, Malaysian. Oh no, World Wings, a VA. Never heard of those. Maybe he's coming up. What's this, stand 13? No, stand 13, we'll go with 13. Actually no, wingtip clearance issue. We'll go with 14 next to the 380. Right, taxi inflow. Flaps up. Trim is off in the mod at the moment. It should be back at 8-9 units for that CG today. It's like 4. The mod, it needs something good. It needs some work. The landing was quite nice, and the handling was actually pretty good raw data, but there's certain things that are a little bit quirky at the moment. Overall, okay. I think I disabled the taxiing dude just to get rid of a plug-in. So we haven't got any guidance coming in here. Oh, engine anti-ice should have gone off a while ago. That's fine. Ah! Coming in a bit hot. I hope there's sufficient clearance between us and that massive 380.
Minimums.
Maybe on the bones.
Approaching minimums.
Shutdown 2. Cheers, Mike. Thank you very much for your continued support as ever as a member. Nice landing. Would be nice if Jim could do the raw data callouts. Would be. Yeah. Keep descending. Keep descending, Sam. Fly left, fly right. Watch your speed. No scan as usual from Jim. Right, let's park it at 2 blues, 1 red, engines dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ottawa. Don't even know what the local time is. 23 Zulu. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Lovely.
Alpaca 246, what's your speed?
I think 2000 standby. N2's reduced, and engine 1 and 2, N2 below 20%. Check. Anti-collision lights off. GPU's available. Turn the APU off to save some fuel. And we will attach jetway, request ground service. And we'll deboard the aircraft. 10 out of 10 would fly again. New Sky got out of 10 New Sky despite the 400 feet landing. Good job, Rob, huh? In the 390. The A350. I've got to see how I did. Surely a good job. Oh yes. Another 10 to finish the month. Excellent. Lovely little cruise. That was that level segment. It's 16,000 feet down we go. Nice CDA. Raw data. Surely get bonus points at raw data. There we are. NG's still a very profitable aeroplane. Full load of passengers. $12,300 made. 7 feet per minute. Yeah, that's the correct landing rate. Yeah, it wasn't the one that you saw on screen. Yeah, it's 7 feet per minute. Yeah. Ah, yes. It's been a good month, minus the inverted flight, which is there, 4.73. But I had a really bad start. All these random 9.5, 9.29, and then all 10s. How do I delete that? As chief dictator, surely I've got the power. It's really damaged my averages. Awesome stuff. Right, that's New Sky finished. Transit shutdown checklist complete. Ready for what would be a return sector, but we're going to get off here. Look at that tank. Amazing. A few Alpacas still here. There was Rob. We followed. Well, he followed me, overtook, and then beat me. 1-4 Charlie's 5-7 Lima. And 1927 455 just landed. Runway 32. We've got 246 on final and 30 Whiskey Delta on base leg as well. Nice little freeway scenery, this. I say freeway scenery all the time. It's the gateway scenery. Gateway scenery does look very nice in X-Plane. Look at the size difference between a 7.3 and a 380. Bonkers, isn't it? When you put them like that, it just shows you the size. I guess that Ottawa could take it. Actually, no, that aircraft's too big for that stand. You can see the wings are well over, well over the top. They probably have another wide body stand somewhere. Good stream, thanks HMS Daring 1. Rig 10, ever good enough. I know, Steve, I did pay off New Sky to get the 10. Larry, I was behind you most of the way. Yes, I think you were a few slots ahead of, a few minutes before us when you were departure. 7.3 could fit on a wing of a 380. Certainly looking at that picture, Steve says, I still remember my first 380 flight with Qantas. It was like a little kid sitting upstairs. Yeah, I still remember my first A380. As we've got all members here, in fact, I was sharing some pictures last stream. I'll try and find a picture of my flight in the A380 back in 2009. Let me have a look here. Indonesia, there we go. Trip to Indonesia. I found it instantly.
Traffic for back 30 Whiskey
Take a look at this, guys.
Dixon inbound.
It's a bit of a dodgy face reveal as well. It's fine, I can show you. It's like 20 years old, this picture. Actually, no, it's 16 years old. Have a look at this. There I am, look, taking that picture with my digital camera. That was my first ever trip on an A380. That's in 2009. That was with Singapore Airlines, and it was quite new. I went to Indonesia with my stepbrother, so there we go. Oh, it was like a kid at Christmas. There we are. My grainy digital camera. Amazing. Can't show you many other trips from there. Photos from that trip. And then we got a connecting flight on the 777 to Jakarta. There we are, there's the 777. With Singapore Airlines as well. God, I was so tired on that trip, I remember. One of the pictures I'm going to show you from that trip is quite funny. Yes, where we went, caught the flight to Bangkok. Where's it? Air Asia. Just looking at all these pictures here. Play golf. I can't find any of the pictures. I think it was in another album. There we are. That's cool. Back in 2009, 16 years ago. Some of you guys here were probably not even born. Ah, I'm just about to miss a landing. Alpaca 246. Oh, you're a little high there. A little high. Floaty, floaty. Oh, that's a...
Alpaca 30 Whiskey Delta fully established.
That's a long landing. Oh, centre line. That's long landing, because that's where I vacated here at Delta. I think you're going past it around 90 knots. Good effort. I know that's the max, but I don't think there's any max model matching, so it's gone for an NG. And what is going on with the weather in X-Plane? To the end you go. Happy memory. Oh, I've got so many happy memories. I've been very lucky. Right, guys. Time to do some giveaways for all the participants of this group flight today. Thank you, as ever, for participating if you did. Really appreciate your attendance. Let me get the new... How we do this thing... what's it called? The Wheel of Names, random name picker. Let me just clear the list from the last time I did this, actually. Apologies for the random ads that come up. So let me just copy and paste this. Hopefully you guys can see the Wheel of Names. Oh no, of course you don't, because I've got to bring up on a separate tab SimBrief. As soon as I bring up SimBrief, I don't know why it does this. You have to have SimBrief for Chrome to work. There we are. Perfect. There's the Wheel of Names. So you get random ads from, in this case, John Lewis. Sorry about that. But there we are. I've just copied and pasted everyone that's participated today, and you get some random blank ones. I'll just keep clicking it to have two winners. That's how it works. Is this the new method of rigging? Oh, John, yes, you've missed it. This is the Wheel of Names. List randomizer is gone. This is the new way I was advised to use it. Close ads. Yes, please. Ah, that's better. So, what we'll do is spin it now. Oh, yes, you can hear it spinning in the background. So, we've got a winner straight away. It's going to be Jill 1984. I still need to do that. There we go. New rigging method. Well done, Jill 1984 and Alpaca 585 in the 738. I don't know if you're still around in chat or if you're here today. I do check if you have participated just to make it fair. So if you haven't participated, I will re-roll it another day. Generally people have done. So well done, Jill 1984. Let's remove you and we can now spin it again. It's going to be side slip Steve, almost Rob. Side slip Steve. Alpaca 14 Charlie, an excellent aircraft choice. Well done, buddy. I shall also get in contact with you via Discord to ensure that you get your lovely giveaways. And rigged, I know. And guys, it's usual choice. Any flight sim voucher from any reputable add-on company, sim market, any builds. All banks don't do them, unfortunately. Who else did them? Contrail, they do vouchers as well. Or if you're from the UK, I can offer an Amazon gift card. Or the X-Plane gift card as well if you only use X-Plane too. I've never turned the lights on.
Minimums.
There we are.
Minimums.
Alpaca 30 Whiskey Delta, runway picket.
Excellent. Alpaca 30 Whiskey Delta. Just missed your landing, but look at that, you made the exit. Good job. Steve J, thank you. 67 months as a member. Cheers, Sam. Very enjoyable. Thanks for organising. You're most welcome. And I do apologise for there not being any ATC in VATCAT. As I said, I did try last Sunday to get it organised, and maybe I could have done a little bit more to ensure that they knew that I was contacting them. It looks like they're no longer really responding promptly to their tickets, which did work well in the past when organising ATC. So yeah, we had it for Washington, I think, for the arrivals as well, so thanks to all the controllers there that provided ATC. And I'll get in contact with whoever's responsible for Venezuelan ATC this weekend for the next MOGF, just in 2 weeks time, to sort of reset it to the middle of the month on the Sunday. So I know Sunday evening isn't always best because people have work the next day, but maybe I'll do it a smidge sooner. We'll see what local time it is in Venezuela. Maybe if it's mid-afternoon, I can do it a little bit sooner, maybe around sort of 6-7 o'clock start time, but usually the further west we go from Europe, the later we need to start to ensure it's a decent time for ATC. Anyway, we'll call that a day. John says it's rigged because I didn't win even though I didn't enter. Rob, this is my first MOGF, had a great time. Thanks a lot, awesome, and well done flying the A350. Bring it all here safely. Larry says Texas didn't do its job and beat Ohio State today. Damn it, is that American football or baseball? I don't know. Well, sorry to hear. I hope your team wins next time. Larry, your second ever MOGF here was fun. Great, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Josh, thank you for the stream, all the best. Cheers, buddy, and good luck with your venture. I'll see you around, no doubt. Stephen Mustache, thanks for the stream again. As always, been reflecting on the past 5 years, and this channel has been such a constant. Thank you very much, Stephen, for coming and going, and always sort of returning, enjoying your time. And feel free to come and go as you wish, please, guys. You know, I very much appreciate the support, but you know, I understand people. I've got loads of members always coming and rejoin, so it's great to see some people come back as well. Cheers, Sasha. College football, though, very, very good. Having still, glad you enjoyed it. I hope you had a safe flight too. Simba got a 10 on New Sky, so your child is safe. Brilliant. Cheers, John. I'm glad you're back around, and I hope you're feeling better. Excellent. Right then, guys. Well, nice MOGF, very chill. As always enjoy spending some time with you to catch up with what you're up to. And yeah, as I said, 2 weeks time we'll run the 69th MOGF. And then I'll get that organised as soon as possible. Right, just logging off that, guys. Cheers. And I'll set up the replay here. Simney seems to be working well today. Turn off Fly Live, turn off Navigraph, turn that off, and then hopefully, why is the replay music? There we are, Rob got the notes right. Now, I'm quite curious to see how this landing looked, because we've had some issues in the latest versions of the mod. Handling. Oh! Perfect. Ourselves on short final. There we go. See what I like for the threshold to start with. Yeah, those trees are quite off-putting. Good. Yeah, we'll have a little look how we install. Okay, there's the flare. So I was a little bit yeah, the runway slope was up, which would have helped. Yeah, you can see there, certainly when the ground spoilers came up, it worked as expected, so I think the upslope helped, obviously. Oh, I'm sorry, but did you see the touchdown in time with the music there? Let's just do that. It's professional DJ. So you can see if I go on slow-mo, touchdown there, watch the ground spoilers and flight spoilers come up, look at it settle on the gear. If you look at the struts, yeah, that's exactly what should happen every landing. So all the weight being pushed down on the wheels from the ground spoilers and lift dumpers, and that stops it from bouncing in real life unless it's a very hard touchdown. Let's get real time. No, I think they settled quite quickly, but like I said, the upslope won't really help their having still. That's what I expected to do. Just a little float down, really settle on the gear. That was exactly what I expected, the way it used to always be. Very inconsistent in X-Men at the moment. Yeah, that's much better. Yes, the Catania stream, it was all over the place, bouncing and floated for another 200 metres before it settled. Tabby was not a good one, I'm afraid. Not an issue, we shall do the wing view. Go for this one. I'm sorry to say, from what I've seen, the stars settled, the spoilers are extending, whereas here it took a moment after they were up. That's minor. Yeah, before they would extend, just not do anything, but now it seems to be working. It looks a little autumnal out there in Ottawa today. Perfect. Right, we'll put you there for the replay, guys. Well, thank you very much for, like I said, a very chill 68 members only group flight for all the participants. Thank you very much for your attendance. I look forward to flying with most of you again in a couple of weeks' time into Caracas. We'll go capital of Venezuela. We'll think of some cool departure routes as well to enjoy the scenery as we fly in. But I cannot stress enough, really appreciate all of your support, and I hope you're enjoying your time as a member as well. I've been enjoying going on Discord chat a little bit more as well, especially before streams like today, just to catch up with you, see what's what. So yeah, another thing I've realised is the stage events I've done like 2 in the last year. So if you guys enjoyed those, I could do a few more. But my laptop's having a few issues at the moment, which I used to record chat. So I'll think of something to do with that. I might get a new laptop to stream myself. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for everything. Sasha, it's very kind of you to donate. So no need. Really appreciate your generosity. Enjoy what's left of the weekend. I've got a full 5 days coming up at work, so I try and squeeze a stream, and I'll let you know in Discord what I want to. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.